Thanks for waiting for me. The patience was appreciated. If you go to view, I had lock slices selected, and so I couldn't do anything. So now I can use my slice tool. So on page 432, and I'm just going to cut and drag a box around the pluralist. And if you notice, we have all these different boxes because it's kind of sets them up, to be arranging out. So with our selection tool, so we've created the slice, it kind of narrows down. So with selection with keyboard shortcut V, we're going to scroll down and we're going to zoom out and we're going to select this sailing ship in the middle. And what we're going to do is we're going to do Object, Slice, Create Slice from Selection. So it's going to create it from a bounding box right there. And we're just going to deselect. Next we're going to do selecting and editing slices. So with the Slice Select tool, which is right underneath the Slice tool, we are going to click in the center of the pluralist logo up here. And now we can edit it. So we're going to position a pointer over and we kind of see these bounding boxes appear. And we're just going to nest this thing a little closer. So we're going to click and drag, and what it does is just rearranges our slice. Right there. So what we're going to do is deselect and we're going to view lock slices so we don't accidentally change or move them. So the next thing we're going to do is save for web. Now we typically do a file export, but save for web is a different way to do it. So we're going to File, Save for Web. If you're using a different version, you might do File Export, Save for Web Legacy. And we're going to open up this document. And we're going to actually do cancel. It wants us to view, hide slices. With our selection tool, take this blue bar, object, hide, selection. Then go to view, show slices. Now we're going to go to File, Save for Web, or Save for Web Legacy, which is located under Export, depending on what yours looks like. So this is what this looks like. And that little, those boxes indicate transparency. So we're going to click the two up. And we're going to select the Select Slice tool, which is selected by default. And we're going to try to find that top slice right there and select that one. Actually, I'm going to select it here. There we go. And when it has the border around it and the artwork isn't dim, that means it's selected. In the preset area on the right side of the box, right here, there are some options. We're going to do a PNG 24. PNGs have transparency, but they're higher quality than a GIF, which also has transparency. So we're going to make sure transparency is selected. And we are going to image size. Go to export. We want selected slices selected, which is what we want. And then we are going to click the preview. And it'll show us a preview of our document. Cool. And then we're going to do File, Save. It's going to open up a dialog box. And we're going to name it under Logo. PNG, and click Return. And I saved it in a different file, so I'm going to do that again. All right, yeah. So I saved it in the right one as Logo. And I'm going to go back into my image, hide slices, object, show all, Command S, file, export, JPEG, and that is your last lesson. This one's a little confusing. Feel free to go through the CSS if you're feeling confident. It's not necessary for the class, so I chose not to. And I hope you've learned a lot through this textbook. So I'll see you next few weeks while you guys work on your last project.